What's up, everybody? We're back with another video. This time we're going to be doing some coding. I was at work the other day and my boss asked our whole team if anybody was familiar with Python or experience with it, and nobody said anything. So I am taking upon myself to relearn so I can be that guy. I took some Python classes a while ago, but I didn't learn as much. I didn't continue learning with it, and I forgot most of what I learned. So I've always wanted to create a text-based game. So I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna start, might be a multi-part series, more so to relearn what I've learned. I've been over the last couple days going through the Python Crash Course book by I forgot what the publisher's name is, No Starch Press or something like that. I'll put a picture of it on the screen so you can see. But I've gotten a couple chapters in, and I wanted to go ahead and re-solidify what I've learned so far. And if y'all learned something, this isn't meant to be a tutorial, but if y'all learned something in the process, then great. So I have some ideas. I want to create a text-based horror game, and I came up with an idea of just a person pulling up to a cabin to start. They look around outside the door to the cabin, rummage through some stuff, find a key, and get inside the cabin, and that's where we will stop. So let's get started. In order to print anything to screen, you have to use the print command. You pull up to the cabin. Before we do that, we gotta import our things. So we're gonna do import. That's it. sysOS time. I think there's another one. Can't remember though. Okay, print pull up to the cabin. It's cold outside. So anytime you want to actually have the script stop and wait for input, you use the input command. What do you want to do? And in this case, we are going to assign it to a variable. So anytime you call front door decision, it's going to do this input, this request. So now this is when we want to be able to look around on the ground or try the door and do things. So in order to do that, we need to do a while loop. And while a certain aspect of it is true, it's going to continue through the loop. So while true, what is this? True. Is that it? Okay. So if front door decision, we need to add a list too. So this is the list that we're going to have. How you do a list like this is you got to use the C brackets, the straight brackets, and then put your items in quotes. So phone, wallet, keys. Beautiful. So there's our list. So if front door decision equals open door, then we want to do another if okay, so after this, we are going to, after we use the keys, we're going to lose the keys. Just like Resident Evil rules, where you use the item, you lose it. So in order to do that, what you need to do is you need to delete that item from the list. So item, I'm pretty sure that's right. While true, if front door decision equals open door. If cabin keys in item list, print you open door, item list remove. Okay, so let's do this. Let's move this down. So if look around, you see some cans, some rusty wire, barb wire, and a medium sized block. Okay, so it's going to keep continuing until we break out of the loop. So we'd want to break out down here. This. Okay. Barbed wire. And then if. So under the rock, we're going to find the T. You lift up a rock and find the cabin keys. Okay, so here we're going to add this to the inventory. So for this, we're going to do item list dot append cabin keys. Okay, so what's going to happen here is we're going to enter this loop. We're gonna look. We have the option to look around. You see some tans, barbed wire, or whatever, and then it starts the loop again. We'll have the option to pick up the rock. You lift up the rock and find the cabin keys, and then you're gonna add it. So item list dot append. Gonna add cabin keys to your item list. Open door. If cabin keys is in the item list, you'll open the door. Item list dot remove cabin keys. Break. We need to put an else here. You do not have the cabin keys. Let me look around. Alright, so let's see what happens here. What do you want to do? Look around. Oh, we we broke something. Don't want keys. Pull up to the cabins, tool outside, exit truck, watch the door, front door. Oh, this needs to be inside. Alright, pull up to the cabins, tool outside, enter your truck and walk up to the door. What do? Look around. See some tans, some rusty barbed wire, and a medium-sized rock. Open door. So open door should fail because we don't have the key. Do not have the cabin keys. Maybe look around. Okay, pick up rock. Look at the rock and find the cabin keys. Open the door. All right, perfect. So that is that. So then I wanted to continue. Okay, so this is how this works. It's pretty cool, actually. Item list. So what we're going to start with this item list, and once we get to this decision to pick up the rock, it's going to add the cabin keys to our inventory. So let's do this. Let's put that there. Let's put this after this so we can see the cabin keys. And then let's put this down here so we can then see the list again, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so it printed the list first. You can see it down here. Oh, it's kind of small. Can I zoom on this? No, I can't zoom on this. All right, so it printed the list, phone, wallet, keys. That's before we got the cabin keys. So what do you want to do? Let's pick up rock. See, we already know it's there. We looked at the rock and find the cabin keys. So here we go. Phone, wallet, keys, and then cabin keys. What do you want to do? Open door. You open the door, and then the cabin keys are gone. There's some other things you can do to remove spots, like from the item list. Hold on. I was trying to type and think. You can utilize pop, which was interesting. Like you can remove it from the list and then it puts it to like another list to use, I guess, kind of how I'm understanding it. And you can also use the method, I forgot what it's called, but you can do like del item, or you can do item list. Hold on. I think that's how it is. Let's try. Let's see. Right. Okay, so here's what this should do. I think that's the right syntax. It might not be actually. So what this is going to do is it's going to delete the 0 space item from this list. So with lists, it's not 1, 2, 3. It starts with 0, so it's 0, 1, 2. So when this prints, we should not have phone in this list. Okay, you open the door, wallet keys, it deleted phone. So yeah, you can utilize that method too to remove items from a list. Lots of different options. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing these. I don't know how often, but I want to do this so I can solidify my knowledge of Python and we can build a cool little text-based game together and learn some fun stuff. So like I said, this is more for me to solidify my knowledge. But if you learn something from this, then great. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We will see you in the next video. Peace.